Hi, Paul here from Tools 4D. I'm just going to show you how the fit effector works and what the purpose of this effector is. Let's start by simply adding a spline and then set a very basic mode graph. Cloner, a sphere, as a wonderful example, 20, set the size to 20, drop that under the cloner and set the cloner to object mode for this example. Set the spline and then let's say set the count to 50. Right, well, as you can see, the splines overlap. The first thing we want to do is set the interpolation to from adaptive to natural, because you can see even from the cloner distribution, the distribution by adaptive is actually wrong. Okay, so let's use natural. Reset the cloner, and that's a bit better. Let's go into create an instance of the plugin, the fit effector. This should have been inserted into the cloner. Hasn't for some reason, because it wasn't selected. Okay, no problem. So back to the effector, and we want to set the intersection distance, okay, to the same distance as the radius of the sphere. Okay, so let's do 20. Right, and if you look at the result, you can see that all the clones, all the mode graph clones have been set so that by a size of 20, there is no intersection between clones. And if we then add a modifier to just test this, we can, let's use a twist or something, bulge. Where's twist? There you go, twist. Let's put the twist on the spline and let's twist this object camera's perspective. Now, if we increase the clone count, you can see that there are no two clones intersecting each other. Let's change the interpolation. Okay, nicer. So the basic idea is that these clones never intersect, and this is useful, I guess. Normally, without the effector, you get this standard mass of overlapping spheres or objects. We don't really know that there's any kind of intersection. And when you turn the effector on, everything is modified so, or the clones are actually scaled so that they don't overlap each other. That's what's called the fit effector. Rather than try and move them so they don't intersect, the idea here is that the clones actually scale interactively so they don't intersect. It's a one-pass solution. Okay, you don't have to set the number of passes that are required to calculate the result. You can also set the color. Okay, you can see that the original, set this to inverse, you can see that unscaled clones are white and scaled clones are black. And obviously, using a shader, you can use the mode graph shader to map this with a color gradient and do all sorts of things with it, really. So that's that. And then you could, for example, you could put this in a Give this a spherical fall off, and the effect would only kick in where your fall off applies. Okay. I'm sure you guys can think of a useful application for this. So that's the fit effector. It does a few more things, but I think that's enough for now.